What's up, y'all? Welcome back to OTB, CST, radio, YouTube, everywhere. And it is Tuesday at 7:30, which means one thing. We are joined by the head man of LSU football, Coach O. Coach O, what's going on? I thought, is the staff on vacation out here? You're finally getting a little break after this recruiting craziness of the last month?
We're going to split up the month of July. Some of the staff in, some of the staff are out. But it's time for a little break. We've been going 30 days straight, but I tell you, it was a great jewel for the LSU Tigers. I enjoyed every minute. Yeah,
I know that you definitely love just getting back out there, like hands-on with the players, new private workouts you could do. We'll talk about all this. Let's start with something that's in the headlines right now. Dare Rosenthal expected to enter the transfer portal. What are your thoughts on the Rosenthal situation?
Yeah, listen, LSU loves Dare. Dare loved LSU. I recruited him out of Faraday High School. The defensive lineman came here. He's going to be a great left offensive tackle. He had some personal situations that he had to take care of. It was a hard decision for him, but we wish him the best. We're going to miss him.
In some other news, I heard through the grapevine that some old school techniques may be returning. Jake, I think you're going to appreciate this. The boys are running stadiums on Fridays now. This is like early Tommy Moffitt, like circa 2000 type stuff here.
That's right. T-Bob, we wanted to do something different. We didn't want it to be saying, it's my fifth year here, and I needed to change. I needed to change some things. And I go run the stadiums myself. And I said, you know what? It'd be great to bring the team in here. So what we've done is the last 4 Friday mornings, we said we're going to have 4 quarters. And the first quarter was 10 stadiums. The second Friday was 12. The third Friday was 14. And last Friday was 16 stadiums. I was so proud of our football team. It was a team bonding deal. You turn on the lights at Tiger Stadium. That's our house. It's only us in there. Our team was fighting and pushing and pulling for each other. It was an outstanding team-building exercise. And you found out which guys can gut it out. You found out about the new guys. And the team came together.
So take us, give us a visual here, though, Coach. So are we talking about just straight up running from field level to the very top? Are we talking about running the ramps, the stairs? How's it work?
Yeah, right there in the tunnel where we come out, we use that little section right there. And we didn't use the bottom. We ran about 60 stairs. And we didn't use the bottom because there was no room for the team to line up. So we went on the second platform, and we ran up and ran to the right, ran all the way to the top, and coming down, that's one. It's about 60 stairs, and we started with 10 and we ended up with 16. It was tough.
Coach, did your coaches ever make you run any stairs up in Natchitoches back in the day?
Me and your daddy were talking about that the other day. Many a time we ran stadiums, I promise you. And sometimes on the weekends when we got punished a little bit.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I know Joey Hester made me run Independence Stadium in Shreveport plenty of times, so I love to hear that. Hey, Coach, over the last couple of days, we've been talking about position battle and positions that are really going to go after each other during training camp to try to earn that starting position. And that's not necessarily a bad thing from a coaching perspective because you're going to have competition. You know it's going to bring the best guy to the top. So what are some of those positions that you're really going to hone in on training camp and you're excited to see who kind of rises to the top?
Quarterback. It's going to be fun. I see them every day competing, man. Those 2 great young men. But the good thing about Max and Miles and Garrett, as you know, they're best friends.
Yeah.
My son plays quarterback. You got these quarterbacks hang around together. They work. But I'll tell you what, they're competing. They competed on the stadiums and everything they're doing. I want to see our running backs. I want to see what Tyron Davis is in the best shape he's been. John Embry has done a great job at summer school. He's making all A's right now.
Okay.
Working very hard. Seems like he's in good shape. Josh Williams, Corey Conner, Amani Goodwin looks like he's a guy that's going to play for us early. I got to see our running backs. I got to see who's going to start at safety. Jay Ward coming back to safety. Who's it going to be? At the other, it's going to be Jordan Toles, Todd Harris, Sage Ryan, Derek Davis. All those guys can play. Matthew Langwell looks great. And then on the defensive line, I'm telling you what, we got some young guys, Mason Smith and Bryce Langston. I'm going to push these guys.
Yeah, yeah. If you could expound on that a little bit, Coach. Somebody in the chat earlier wanted me to specifically ask about this young D-line class, especially given your past, where like nobody understands the position better.
I think it's the best one I've recruited since I've been here, but only time will tell. Mason Smith on the stadiums ran every stadium. Looks like an athlete, great shape. In fact, he beat some of the varsity guys.
Wow.
Bryce Langston made every one. It's his first time here. Looks very quick in the football skill drills. Savion Jones hasn't missed a stadium. He's in great shape, a great pass rusher. So I do think those guys are going to be tremendous football players. The only thing that happens is, those guys, as you know, T-Bob, you come in the SEC, you got to play with technique. You just can't run up the field and stuff like that. So it depends how much pad work we can get with them and how much we can get them in game shape. I think all of those guys are contributing.
Coach, is that the toughest thing on the defensive line to get, that highly touted high school guys to learn is you can't just overpower every person in the SEC. You're going to have to use the technique that we coach because, hey, those Jimmys and Joes have been recruited as well, and they're really good football players.
That's right. Hey, there's one day you're going to get up against a guy that's as big and bad as you are.
Yep.
And Jacob T-Bob, you heard this. That's when you got to dig in your toolbox.
Yep.
You got to go back on the sideline. You got to dig in your toolbox. He's doing this. When he does this, Coach taught me to do this. And, one of the things about playing football, as you guys know, when you're on the sideline, people don't understand, it's a personal battle. When you're on the sideline, you got to be thinking, okay, he's doing this to me. I got to do this to him. You got to win on the sideline. I know you guys have been a part of that. Your coach got to give you the X and O's. He's got to give you the adjustments, but only he's giving me a hi-hat. He's giving me an arm here. T-Bob, you know that. The guy's slanting. He's coming over here. Jacob, you know that linebacker's telling you when he's blitzing. Those are the things you can feel only as a player because the coach can't see that from the sideline.
Yeah, talking to LSU head football coach Ed Orgeron here on Off the Bench. Coach, what about on the offensive line? So with the Rosenthal news, some space cleared up. Who's now competing for that job?
Well, it's going to be Cam Wire. We got Cam listed at left tackle. Cam's done a good job. He was the sixth player going in last year. He's a good guy. He's got to step up. Garrett Dellinger, to me, is a young man that has proved that he's physical. He's smart. He learned his plays. He's in great shape. He's a guy that's going to have to be the sixth guy. I don't know who's the second left tackle right now, to be honest with you. Is it Marcus Littlefield? Is it Xavier Hill? Is it Anthony Bradford? We may try out there, move out there. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's something that, look, those guys just have to embrace that opportunity. Like, this is your chance to assert yourself. What about in terms of their coach? How is Coach Davis continuing to gel with the group and, kind of joining midstream here with the staff?
Outstanding. He's hit the ground running from Baton Rouge. He loves it. Very intelligent coach. Professional, articulate when he speaks in the meeting. He's the leader, and he does a great job of recruiting, a great job of evaluating. Doesn't mind speaking up in a meeting where we have a staff meeting. He's a leader. I think the kids love him. He's from Baton Rouge. He's funny. But he's a disciplinarian. The first day, T-Bob, Jake, how you break meetings and you let them go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then you come back to your meeting. Well, they went to the bathroom too long. He wasn't happy. I love that. You know what I mean? You know how it is. Bathroom breaks can be about 2 or 3 minutes, and some make it about 8.
Yep.
And he didn't like that. And then if some of them came to the meeting with some flip-flops on, you come here dressed ready to go for practice. I loved it.
Coach, does it almost help the fact that you do have a new offensive line coach and something like this situation happens because in his mind, all these guys are kind of on the same level because they're all fresh on his mind. He doesn't have a predetermined of what they did a year ago, so he's looking at it fresh, and so that way when you have to plug someone new in, you've got an idea just from when you've been here, not from what they did a year ago.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Change is good. A new pair of eyes. And I told the guys, here's going to be a different than James thought is going to, but change is good. There's a new challenge. Anytime you have a new coach, you get to prove yourself. And also, as you know, the coach doesn't have any predetermined thoughts of last year or something like that. Sometimes you get locked in. I think it's good for both parts.
Coaches, I know it's never really calm because y'all seem to just work 24/7, but does this portion of the year sort of have that calm before the storm sort of feeling? Are you starting to get a little geeked up?
Yeah, this is some time where I get to work on myself personally. I've got some projects that I want to get done this summer to help me be a better coach. It's some things I take some personal time to focus. I'm going to spend some time with my kids because I'm not going to see them. But the only time I'm going to see Cody is going to be at Tiger Stadium. So me and my boys going to spend some time. I like to work out. We'll be out working out. Me and my boys are going to Destin for a couple of weeks. We're going to be leaving tomorrow. Just a little time off. We love to go eat dinner together, laugh and joke around. But when I get on the beach, I get some time by myself, focus in what I want to do this year as me as a better coach. So I think as you guys know, when you go away, I ask the players, sit back and spend some personal time. Where are you at? Where do you need to get better? Write it down and get it done.
Love it, Coach O. Thank you so much, man, for coming on every Tuesday. I know it's crazy busy. Enjoy the vacation with the boys, and we look forward to talking with you when you get back.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. There he is, the head man of LSU football, Coach Ed Orgeron. I like that little introspective, meditative, that's something that we could all do, right? All right, when we get back, let's close up hour number 1 of Off the Bench. Go ahead and get your mailbag questions in for hour 2, and I'm finally going to get to ask Todd Graves about that Triceratops head that I've loved for so many years. I'll be back more OTB now.